Back everyone, Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Re-Age Super Mega Baseball League here. We have the Buzzards starting off the second half of Season 3 with Malcolm DeJesus on the mound, but we have a very, very interesting matchup against Hurley Bender, who has been pitching really well this year, despite his Tier 2 meltdown trait. Probably because he doesn't allow that many base runners, but really want to quick show you before we get into this matchup the season standings, because this does have a very big impact on the outcome of the season, I imagine, with the Crocs being one game behind us. A win for them puts us in a tie. We will still break that tie with the run differential depending on the outcome of the score, but I am really, really nervous about this matchup, and I hope that after a really ugly, tough loss in the last game, we can bounce back really quickly. So I already set the lineup for this game, and as you can see, a couple of interesting moves we're making. We are keeping Hercules Bentley in the lineup as Sturdy Woodman came in as a pinch hitter. He struck out, and he did not get his mojo back, so he's going to sit on the bench for this matchup. We're going to have Ricky Kwan in right field replacing Jose Tremendo to give him a day off, and of course we'll have Pork Bennett back in the lineup here. Actually, I'm going to move Pork ahead of both Chip and Ricky Kwan before we get into the match. Okay, so that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and head out to Whacker's Wheel, see if our offense can get things started, as they have a few locked-in players. It's going to be a tough matchup for Malcolm DeJesus, but he has been elite all season long, and I imagine that will continue, or at least I hope it will. Crocs versus Buzzards, one of the bigger rivalries in this league. Goes back many years, and the Buzzards will lead things off with Geronimo James, who's batting .391 on the season. Will have his contact versus righties trait activated. No home runs, 1 RBI. Hurley Bender, .079 ERA, a .53 whip, and 9 strikeouts. He does have the Tier 2 meltdown trait. He's a lot older in this iteration of the league. 1-1 count, iteration in the league. And an off-speed pitch gets pulled into right field. So on fire, Marsha Brown will throw that one in, and Geronimo James gets a mojo boost. He's locked in, standing on first base, leadoff man aboard for Carlton Starr. Had the day off, Tier 2 first pitch Slayer activated, batting .167, no home runs and 2 RBIs. First pitch taken, curveball for a strike. Fastball low and away, and it gets fouled off, 0-2. Ball inside, just misses on the two-seam fastball. Runner takes off, swings through strike 3, strike him out, and throw him out, double play. Geronimo James loses his mojo. Didn't see who was behind the plate and what that arm rating was, but Geronimo had a really bad break for second, and that's the worst outcome we could have expected. Saul Morgan locked in. Low pitch will be taken for a strike, followed by a ground ball to Ali Finder at third. Just like that, the inning is over. So a leadoff single gets wiped away on a strike him out, throw him out double play. And our hottest hitter grounds to third, and the inning is over. Leanne Drive comes up screaming at DeJesus as she steps into the box, trying to play some mind games with him. She does have the Tier 3 mind gamer trait activated, as that's going to deplete DeJesus's accuracy. A ground ball up the middle, and a leadoff single for the Crocs. Going tit for tat here in the first inning. That just means we got to get a ground out double play of some sort. Ali Finder comes up locked in. Tier 3 mind gamer as well. Locked in with a .306 average. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. A first pitch strike from DeJesus. A ball gets past to Pork Bennett, but his great arm is going to hold Liner at first. Low speed over there. Ball in the dirt. Another another ball bounces off the shins of Pork Bennett, but he holds the runner. Fastball will be sent to right field. Ali Finder will send this one up and out of here. A 2-run shot in the bottom of the first from the locked-in third baseman. She gets the Crocs on the board with a 367-foot blast. Her third home run and 8th RBI of the season. Wow, I was worried about this game coming in, and I had every right to be. Hopper Fenster comes up. He's locked in, batting .440, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, does not have Mind Gamer. Malcolm is already tense. Gets a strike 2 swing through from Fenster, and a ground ball, diving play from Carlton Starr. Can he get up in time? Not in time. It's an infield single for Fenster. Oh my goodness, what a start to this game. We have nobody out. The first 3 batters have reached. Marshall Brown comes up on fire, batting 500, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. DeJesus still tense. We'll get a first pitch strike. Ball at the top of the zone. Above average speed at first. Strike 2 taken. And checks and holds. It's a 2-2 count. Pulled foul, and that's going to get down. Got to get Malcolm out of this tense mojo so that he can get back on track right away, and that's not going to happen with, holy shit, Marsha Brown, her 4th home run of the year. That was a blast to right field. This game might not be going for very long. I'm really frustrated right now. 420, her 4th home run and 10th RBI. It's another 2-run homer, and DeJesus has yet to get an out here in the top of the 1st inning. Bottom of the 1st inning. DeMarco will hit the ball very hard to left field, but it hangs up for Stanberg. Hans Slaperio comes up, batting 133. DeJesus still tense. He has his 1st out of the game so far. Falls behind 2-0 to Slaperio. And a hard hit ball to center field. So, honestly, anyone who's gotten a hit so far has hit the ball very hard. 2 outs for Randy Mann, batting 333, 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Tier 2 whiffer if we can get to 2 strikes, but instead a base hit up the middle. 2-out single for Mann in a 4-0 ball game for Spitz McKinney. In the 8th spot, batting 182 on the season, no home runs, no RBIs. Solid contact hitter. First pitch taken for a strike. DeJesus still tense. Ball away. Ball in. 2-1 count. Whiffs on the changeup. Strike 2. And swings through strike 3 on the fastball. So DeJesus finally gets out of the inning, but he gives up 4 runs on 5 hits. 2 home runs from Findair and from Marsha Brown. And if our offense does what we did last game against Noah Kaiser, which can happen against Hurley Bender here, it's going to be a rough day. What I find really frustrating is how is it that I find it happens way too often that our talented players can struggle, but their talented players will always be elite. A grounder to third base, out number 1. And what I mean by that is Hurley Bender probably will run right through us in this game. Malcolm DeJesus gives up 4 runs in the 1st inning. Yeah, they both are facing good offenses, right? Base hit up the middle, underneath the legs of Bender and into center field for Morton Stanberg. But we've seen our really talented offense struggle against weaker pitching. But somehow their weak hitters will still get hits and capitalize against our team. I just don't get it. I don't know if that's part of the game or if it's just coincidence. It might just be anecdotal. 1-1 count to to Bentley. Fouled off there. It's a 2-2 count. And a base hit into right field. We'll get 2 on with 1 out. Marsha gets it in quickly. And Pork Bennett will come up. Looking to try and get some momentum going as he took the day off. In the last one, batting 133 on the season. No home runs this year, no RBIs, and he's a good hitter. He just hasn't shown it this season. He falls behind 0-2, probably a strikeout. Yes, it will happen. Yep, Bender will get him to swing through 1 at the bottom of the zone. That's out number 2, and Chip Duffers will come up. First pitch prayer. He should take, but he'll probably swing. Oh, he does take, and it's a ball inside. Duffers takes outside on the cut fastball. 2-0 count, make it 3-0 high. And ball 4, so walks the bases loaded. Duffers heads to first base, and that'll bring up our number 9 hitter with 2 outs. It's Ricky Kwan, first at-bat of the year. First pitch taken for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Fastball swung through for strike 2. Ball low. Bender throwing his 30th pitch in the 2nd inning. A grounder slowly to shortstop. Sliperio to first, ends the inning. The only good thing that happened there is that we made him work the count. 30 pitches through 2 innings. It's not that scary, but it's good. It's not bad. At least he hasn't thrown like 12. I'm not feeling good about this. Oh, did Clubber Buff throw out Geronimo James? Are you kidding me? Falls behind 0-2. DeJesus still tense, gets a strikeout there. Trying to get a little bit of energy back in the life of the Buzzards dugout. And drive comes up. 1 for 1, mind gamer activated. And with DeJesus being tense, we have no accuracy. And a base hit up the middle. It's going to tail away from Geronimo James heading to the wall. Geronimo James comes up throwing, and Leanne Drive, being slow, holds at first base. So good hustle from James in center. But we have a runner on first for Ellie Finder, who's on fire after the 2-run homer in the first inning. Here in the bottom of the second. And another mind gamer activated, and rope into right field. Quan comes up throwing to second. 2 aboard for Hopper Fenster, who's 1 for 1 with a single. DeJesus having by far his worst outing of the year. I guess you could say it was his first outing of his career, in which he got lit up by the grounder to Pork Bennett. He'll go to third. Morgan back to first, not in time. They get the lead runner and 2 outs now for Marsha Brown, who has a 2-run homer as well. Good play from Pork Bennett out of the crouch there. DeJesus still tense. Marsha with another bomb, but pulled well foul. She hits this one to left field, but not hard enough, and it's going to hang up for Sandberg. So finally, I'm thankful we got out of that clean inning. That got me nervous, too, as we got to the top of the lineup again. But good job for DeJesus for battling through that. I don't know if that's enough to get his mojo back, but we'll see. As Geronimo James will lead off the third. He got a single, and then, he gets another one down the right field line. Tails, just foul. He had a base hit, then caught stealing second base. He falls behind 0-2 here. James will take strike 3. What the hell are you looking at, man? Hurley Bender with another strikeout. Carlton Starr will come up 0 for 1. First pitch Slayer. He hasn't slayed anything this season. Jeez. Glad he had a boost in his attributes so he could pop up behind third base for out number 2. We had this team running 6-1, I think, at one point. We just lost the last game, which, sure, that can happen. But this just looks like, I don't know, it feels kind of like what recently happened with the favorites and their skid. Although I'm still, man, Saul Morgan pulls that one foul, 0-2. And this will get over shortstop down in front of Spitz McKinney. A 2-out single for Saul Morgan. I'm recording these in bulk, so I'm not fully caught up with when you're seeing this video where we're at with the Favorites franchise. But they had a recent skid, and I was just like, wow, how does this team look so good and then suddenly so bad? That's what I'm feeling is happening here, as a grounder to man will end the inning. Scoreless through 3 for the Buzzards. They have 4 hits so far against Hurley Bender. The big story here is Malcolm DeJesus giving up 4 runs in the first. We head to the bottom of the third, and DeJesus will still be tense. He's thrown 37 pitches so far. Marco DeMarco will come up. He swings through strike 1, takes strike 2. Whiffer will activate, batting 400 on the year, and he'll dribble one to third. Saul Morgan gets the low hop, and we'll toss to first, and that will get Malcolm's mojo back. Now, can he get some momentum building off of this? Sliperio comes up. 1-1 count, and a ground ball hit well to Chip Duffers. He makes the easy play for out number 2. Randy Mann comes up 1 for 1. Number 69, you sick son of a bitch. And a liner to Saul Morgan ends the inning. So 1-2-3 for DeJesus in the third. Looks like he's getting back on track. We'll see what happens in the next run through the top of the lineup. But it'd be really nice if we can get DeJesus to settle in so he can go a little bit farther in this game, especially with 4 out of our 5 bullpen arms being used in the last game. Stanberg fouls one off. It's a 1-1 count. Fouls another one off. Just misses that one. It's 1-2. And Chase is low and in.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 64, Hercules Bentley.
One out for Bentley. He's 1 for 1. Takes the curveball for strike 1. 45th pitch is a ground ball up the middle. Diving play off the glove of Hans Leperio. 46% chance to miss that one. And he'll lose mojo as well, as that's the magic or the Butterfingers trait kicking in. So we have a runner on first, no speed whatsoever, and Pork Bennett comes up. Pork will pop one foul. Fouls one off, and he's quickly down 0-2. He struck out last time, and this time he'll line one to left field, but it's foul. We'll do it again. Chase is way outside for strike 3. Bender gets another one. 2 outs for Duffers. He walked. Led to a bases loaded at bat for Ricky Kwan that went nowhere. First pitch prayer activated on the 50th pitch. He swings and prayer's not answered as he swings through it. 1-1 count. And a ground ball up the middle, but Sliperio makes the easy play over to second base to Mann and the inning. Our offense is dead in the water right now. Good news is Bender's over 50 pitches. Bad news is we're still down 4-0, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning, so we're really running out of time. DeJesus has to have another clean inning here. Ball in the dirt, bounces off the glove and gets away from Bennett. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 2, and fouling one off. 1-2 count for Spitz. Shatters his bat down the first base line, and it's going to be just foul. Pulled foul there. And a base hit to left field for Spitz McKinney. Runner aboard with nobody out. That'll bring Clubber Buff to the plate, 0 for 1. Didn't really talk about his stats. He's 267 average. He pops up, foul territory. Pork Bennett gets over to it, and we'll catch that for out number 1. Good range from the catcher. Will bring us to the top of the lineup. One out runner on first for Leanne Drive. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Using the contact and the mind gamer to her advantage. Average up to 250 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs now. 1-1 count. Above average speed at first. Ball outside. Really struggling with the accuracy is DeJesus. 3-1 to Leanne. She'll take strike 2. Whiffer activates. And she'll pop up foul territory. It's going to get off the net. Lands on top of the net and into the crowd. Full count still. Whoa, the changeup gets her way ahead. She whiffs through it, and that's a big strikeout for DeJesus. That's 2 outs. Ellie Finder, 2 for 2 with a home run, or 2-run homer and a single. Pitch number 60 for DeJesus. With Mind Gamer activated is called strike 1. Late on that one, fouls it off. It's quickly 0-2. Good spot here for DeJesus to get out of this inning. Ball in the dirt. Good block from Bennett there. And lofted into left field. Stanberg is going to get it off of a hop. Runner holds at second, and a cannon arm to third for Stanberg. But puts 2 runners on with 2 outs for Hopper Fenster. 1 for 2. Still locked in. Average at 444. DeJesus getting close to the end of his day. A lot of that stamina dropped while he was tense. This one's hit into right field, and Ricky Kwan will track it down in the corner to end the inning. So another clean inning for DeJesus after that ugly first. His day is likely done, but Ricky Kwan will come up. He, should be done. Probably won't be. Ricky Kwan had bases loaded with 2 outs, and he grounded out for his only at-bat so far this season. He fouls the first pitch back. Takes a strike on the slider. Bender will just miss the edge of the plate there. 1-2 count. Ball low. 2-2 for Kwan. He battles back. And a ground ball up the middle. So we got a speedster aboard here with Tier 3 Steeler. And I want to look at it. I wasn't paying attention before. I want to see the arm of Clubber Buff. I feel like it's low, no? Yeah, no, he's got a good arm. Sergio Slider comes in to replace Hurley Bender. Tier 2 Wild Thing. He's locked in already. About 3/4 stamina. Oh, good rip from James, but it's pulled foul. That actually had home run distance. 360 ERA and a base hit up the middle. So the first two aboard. For the Buzzards here, we have something cooking here with nobody out in the top of the fifth against Sergio Slider. Carlton could do something. We could be really in business here with a high-pressure situation. Sergio back to neutral mojo. And first pitch, pulled foul. An 080 whip, 14 strikeouts for Slider. This one's lofted into shallow right center field. It's going to hang up. Coming all the way in is Marsha Brown. Runners will have to hold. I still think it might be a good idea for Ricky Kwan to try and steal third. Actually, you know what? We need more than just his run. It's not a good idea, especially with Saul coming up here. Max pressure now. Sergio back to locked in after that pop-up. Slider taken for a strike. Ball low on the changeup. That changeup is dribbled in front of the plate. Buff to third. Find error. Cannon arm not in time. And Saul Morgan legs out a fielder's choice, but a runner out at third base. The lead runner will be out number 2. And still max pressure here for Trinity Powers. She could blast one here, but she takes first pitch strike. She's 0 for 2. Ball outside. Come on, Trinity. 2 on, 2 out. She whiffs on the slider well inside. Tough out activates for her. Ooh, the fork is fouled back. Just misses it. She checks and holds. 2-2 count. Trinity will get a base hit into right field. So this is exactly what we want right now. Bases loaded, and one of our best hitters comes up in Morton Stanberg. He is tense in a max pressure situation, but if anybody's going to come through, especially with a high pitch here, if Morton gets it, he's going to run into one. Oh, we pull him for Sturdy Woodman. This, I don't think, was a good idea. Sturdy takes a strike low, especially if he loses, or if he strikes out here. A grounder to first. Fenster will step on the bag and end the inning. That's our second time with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and we can't come through. I really felt like Morton was the better option between those 2 tense players. So frustrated, and we probably missed our opportunity for a win there, or for us to try and tie back. Jesus. All of the bad things are happening. Kwan moves to left field to replace Stanberg. Jose Tremendo comes in to play right. Sturdy Woodman now rattled. We can't get his mojo back. And on fire, Marsha Brown against DeJesus will ring her up with a called strike 3. Nasty pitch from Malcolm DeJesus. And DeMarco comes up 0 for 2. That was the 69th pitch. And DeMarco blasts one to right field, but it's going to hang up for Tremendo. 2 quick outs for Hans Laperio. He's tense after fumbling a ground ball up the middle. Takes a first pitch strike. DeJesus trying to get through the 5th. He'll get ahead in the count 0-2. Ball outside. I thought that was strike 3. Curveball drops into the top of the zone. Nasty pitch from DeJesus, and he gets through the 5th. Honestly, valiant effort from our ace as he looked awful in that first inning, and I thought we might have had to pull him in like the first or the second, and I didn't expect him to get through 5 innings and not allow an earned run since the first. Not allowing a run since the first. Here comes Bentley against Slider. Slider's locked back in, and Bentley strikes out swinging. I feel like I'm so frustrated and done with this team right now. Port comes up, batting 118. He has had an embarrassing year. Fouls one off. Port pulls one down the left field line. This one's got a chance up against the wall. It's Fitzmckinney, and he's going to haul that in right up against the wall in front of the Buzzards bullpen. What a dagger. Duffers will end this game. Pops up shallow center field all the way back on it as Slaperio. We lose 4-0. DeJesus gave up 4 runs on 2 home runs in the first inning. We couldn't do anything after that. We had the bases loaded twice with 2 outs. We couldn't come through, and we're set up to fail going forward because we have still a rattled. We now have a rattled Sturdy Woodman. Jose Tremendo came in unnecessarily, and now he probably won't recover from his tense mojo. I'm just so frustrated with this team right now. After such a hot start, we're just fumbling the bag, and severely. Crocs win 4-0. I was worried about this game for a reason. 2-run homer from Findair, 2-run homer for Marsha Brown, and that was the scoring for the Crocs. For us, nobody scores. We get 2 hits from James, 2 hits from Bentley, a couple of other hits scattered around, but nothing else. A walk from Duffers, too. Pitching-wise, DeJesus, again, valiant effort for him. He gets a complete game, but it's a loss. His first loss of the year. He gives up 9 hits, 4 earned runs on 2 home runs, and 5 strikeouts in 5 innings. His ERA jumps up to 3.31. Bender gets the win, 4 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Slider comes in relief and gets the hold. 2 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 strikeout. Findair, Brown, and Bender are your top 3. I'm so disappointed. Between these two, I'm going to drop James. I think Saul Morgan is the better player here, and we can't afford his loyalty getting any lower. Mills is the older player, so we'll drop him. Easier to get him back, I think. And we'll give the mojo or the loyalty to Powers here, who is almost back to full. Look at Carlos Bauer and his great ERA since he left our team, and he's locked in. What a joke. So after that, we sim ahead, and the Crocs get another win, so they pull ahead of us in the standings. A 7-3 record. We're at 6-3, and we're a half game back. We still have them in run differential, but we're fading right now, and it's making me really frustrated and also really nervous. Kerwin Arches will come back out for his 3rd start of the year next time up against the Grapplers. But before we do that, we'll have to face off against Alicia Woodrow, who now has Tier 3 choker, which is interesting. I don't know how well that matchup's going to go for us. Let's see what happens since the game ended. Chukov loses his secondary position. He can't play right field anymore. Honestly, I'm fine with that. I didn't really want him in right field, and they kept putting him there. Bentley with a chance to gain whiffer and gain some power. I'm not interested. Ricky Kwan with a chance for some development. Trinity Powers gains a Tier 3 pitch, an outside pitch. That'll be really interesting. I hope that helps to boost her talent. And Jose Tremendo, the 21-year-old, with some regression as he loses 1 power. It's such a joke. All right, so let's do this one for Escobar really quick before I forget. 1 accuracy, 1 velocity. No for Kwan. No for Woodman. Woodman's back to neutral mojo now? Weird. No for Bentley. No for Towers. No for Mills. Really? Is that right? Yeah, he's at neutral mojo. Super weird. Locked in. Tense Stamberg. Everybody else is back to neutral, so even Jose Tremendo, who came in, ends up getting his mojo back as well. Super, super weird. What do we do? Nobody else got replaced here, so we still haven't done anything. Keeping an eye on this move. We now can afford it, but we're going to hold off. We're going to keep waiting until Nick gets a little bit cheaper or somebody else becomes available before her scheduled start. Everything else here is kind of lackluster for me. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to bring in Jess Fowl. No for Brian Pickleford, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're not gonna make any other moves here. We'll just hold firm and hope that things will right the ship, or we'll be able to right the ship. So let's go ahead and check it out. We have Next game coming up, we'll bring get Woodman back in the lineup. I feel like we've been missing his pop the last couple of games, and he does not like coming in off the bench. We'll give Chukov the start here at catcher, and we'll put Tremendo back in the lineup now that he's back to neutral mojo. I am going to keep Stamberg out there. I think he's going to break through. I'm really pissed that we pulled him out for Woodman in that at bat with two outs and the bases loaded. Excuse me, and I'm hoping we can kind of sort that out. So let's move Woodman up to 4. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Stamberg in the 2 spot. Carlton Starr will come down here between him and Duffers and Tremendo and Chukov. It's the bottom half of this lineup just looks really rough. The top half is where we're pretty much relying on all of our production. So I don't know what else to do here. I don't think there really is anything else to do here. So that's what we're going to be looking at in the next game. I think Stamberg can get back on track. I think Saul Morgan can maybe run into a couple here or there, and maybe Sturdy Woodman will be back on track as well against Alicia Woodrow. That's how we will end this video. I'm very disappointed in the team right now, but I'm hoping with a 2-7 Grapplers team, maybe we can get sorted out there. So thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.